Good evening, Tony Dattino here, chairman of the USA Memory Championship, and excited. We had our 25th event at Full Sail University on September 28th, and people are loving the YouTube. I've gotten a lot of nice comments about the video that's out there and the mental athletes and what they were able to do. So you want to take a look, YouTube, USA Memory Championship 2024. It's out there. Which brings me to a very special event, a celebration being hosted by MIT, sponsored by Lumos Labs and Memory Enterprises for the 25th anniversary celebration of the best of the best. You say, well, who's the best of the best? Well, as I reflected on 25 years of the USA Memory Championship, and MIT stepped forward and said, we'd love to host the 25th year of your championship. We'd like to bring in the best of the best that have participated over 25 years and showcase the mental athletes and what they've been able to accomplish and the demonstration of their skills to a large media audience as well as a large physical attendance of people in the audience. So November 10th is the date. We're at the Kresge Auditorium. There's a registration required, so we make sure that we have sufficient seating for everyone, and there is no charge for it. So it's a pretty good deal if you're in the Cambridge, Massachusetts area. First, it's a great deal to get to see the Kresge Auditorium, which is pretty nice in itself. It's also pretty special to get to meet 15 people who are truly extraordinary people, who clearly demonstrate that memory is a skill. You can learn how to improve that skill, given the belief that you can learn a skill, the willingness to practice the skill, and then the actual application and use of it. So let me talk more about some of the people that I'm just thrilled to be a part of this year's event and put on a show that I think is going to be extraordinary. We will be filming it. You'll get to see it sometime after November 10th. So it will be filmed. It will not be live streamed, but you'll be able to watch it on the YouTube channel a few days after the event. But of course, one of the first people that obviously that people are asking about, now he's out on some trip right now, possibly mountain climbing, is a 6-time champion, Nelson Dellis. And Nelson decided to compete in the MIT event, and so he used this year's memory championship at Full Sail as a practice round and winds up winning his 6th USI title. And Nelson will be in attendance, will be participating, and will be putting his mind up and his skills up against a 2-time winner, Ronnie White, who's a former military, and Ronnie has used the memory skills to remember the names of military veterans that have fallen in battle, that have been active in engagements, does a significant amount of work in military platforms in sharing memory skills and honors and recognition for those that serve our country. And he's a 2-time winner and has agreed to be a part of our event on the 10th of November. Over the weekend, Lance Shercott, another champion, stepped up and said he would like to participate. Lance won a number of years ago. He's got to do some refreshing and some practicing, and is on his way to Cambridge, Massachusetts for November 10th and competing. And so if you add up the 6 and the 2 and the 1, it's 9 years of memory champions that will be competing at the event. We're hoping that a 4-time winner from way back at the beginning of time, Scott Hagwood, would be in attendance. Scott does not wish to participate in the actual competition, but I've had some word that been given to me that he would at least love to be in attendance. And so if Scott is able to do so, he will be in the auditorium at Kresge, Cambridge, Mass, MIT, observing what's happened over the last 18 years. Scott was a four-time winner in our fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh years of the competition. So he'll get to see what's happened over the last 18 years. And actually, he hosted the HDNet television show. He was part of the crew that did the broadcasting of the HDNet TV show for 3 years. And so welcome Scott. If he decides to come from North Carolina to come up to Cambridge, we'll have 4. You add that to 9, we'll have half of the memory champions in attendance and in our audience. We are reaching out to more and hoping any of my memory champions that hear this are welcome to be observers at this point and be a part of the audience and congratulate having won once of the 25 years of the USA Memory Championship. So that's a little bit of the champions. And then obviously we wanted to get at least 12 to 15 people to compete. So we then said, okay, who were our second, third place finishers that have taken place over the years that would also welcome the opportunity to come back in and compete against the best and see if maybe they've refined their skills and have an opportunity to come back. And so Avi Chavda, who came in second in the MIT event we did back in 2018, he has accepted an invitation, and he's just a terrific person, competed in this year's event, did well, and he has earned himself a spot in the championship. We have 2 of our online winners that are going to be there. So we've had, due to COVID, we've had a couple of online events now that we use Memory League and Lumosity games to qualify people for the live stage events. And with that, we had McKenna Good, who was accepted the invitation to be there, and she won the USA online event that we did as COVID came upon us, and we tried to figure out what could we do next. And so we've got an online champion that will be joining us, and Erdem, a 14-year-old high school student. I think of Erdem as the spirit and the care of what this event is all about. And Erdem won the online event this year. He finished at the top of the heap, and he is planning to be a part of the November 10th event. So we've got some pretty significant people, and I could go down the list and pick up a few more, but we've got some new people that have come in and have done very well in this year's event, and they've been invited. And we're looking forward to a really exciting day. MIT will have a couple of their science people talking at the event, which to me is golden. You get to sit there and pick up a knowledge from one of the top institutes in the country, as well as be entertained by these mental athletes. It's just a great way to spend probably a cool day in November. I don't think we've got any snow planned for November 10th up in Cambridge, Mass., but I think we certainly might have some colder temperatures than I'm used to being in Florida. But that's our day. So our day is shaping up. We got to meet all of the mental athletes this Sunday. We had a Zoom call with them all on Sunday. They're excited. They're practicing. And we released the long-term memory event to them. So they now got several weeks to practice the long-term memory skills that they need to demonstrate. And this year's topic were states, capitals, years they were founded, favorite logos and symbols of the state, population. And so we've populated for the 50 states about 600 bits of information, and they now have several weeks to retain that. And we'll take them through what we call level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 questions. That'll be our very first event. So it might be a bit of a history lesson in terms of state capitals and incorporated as a state and population and visits and things of that sort. So we try to bring interesting topics so that the audience plays along with us and has an opportunity of learning something at the same time. So for the September 28th event, we did national parks. Now we're going into states, capitals, year entered the Union, and the other data builds and elements that would be fun for people to learn and listen to. And that would be our first event. And that'll kick us off into the second event, which would be our list of 300 words. Each event will eliminate 4 people. We'll eventually get down to the double deck of cards. Our third event will be Tea Party, and our fourth event will be the cards, and they'll be speaking between each event. So we've got our plans now ready to go. November 10th, I mean, I look at the calendar, and it's the 21st. It's like, wow, it's coming. It's a few weeks away. We also have an election on November 5th. So November is going to be an exciting month for us, and hope to see as many of you there that can possibly make it. November 10th, MIT, Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's Monday, the 21st of October, and my God, the weeks are flying by. And we'll see you soon, and catch up with you again on Wednesday.